Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for a controversial view. Today, we're going to be talking about Poor Things. My relationship with this film is non existent. I actually had no desire to see this at all. I saw some of the commercials, and it looked weird. So, of course, Joe, the horror man, got this, and I think it was from Walmart, but it had a very limited release because it was a division of Disney. Haha. Okay, that is significant actually. I'll tell you in a little bit. So he bought this at Walmart and watched it and was raving about it. He said, "We have to do this. You have to get this. We have to do this for controversial view." I said, "Okay, how come?" He said, "Well, the subject matter and how people reacted to the film." Okay, so I got it, and here we are. And yes, it does deserve a controversial view video. Okay, Poor Things is something that I'm sure a lot of people heard about around the Oscar season, the Oscar buzz, um, the show, the awards program. Um, People talk about it being a fantastic film, and it is. It's long. It's 2 hours and 21 minutes. And if you know Joe and I, we don't really care for long run times. We're basically an hour and a half in and out. That's it. And then there are a few movies that are special. And this movie, I do honestly feel is special. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I don't want to spoil anything for people who have not seen it, who want to see it. And I also, in the same respect, I also can't recommend it because I don't know who to recommend this to. This film is very weird, and weird does fall into my wheelhouse when I'm watching a film. But for me, it has to have at least somewhat of a cohesive story for the most part. And this does have a very, very good story. Is it for regular people who like regular movies? Probably not. Is it for horror fans? I think there's enough there to interest the average horror fan. Um, but I'm still not going to tell you what it's about. What we have as a controversy is first the subject matter. And this is not going to be a very long controversial view because I can't really say much about the film. The subject matter is about a woman coming into her own, or a girl. You'll know it when you watch the film, if you watch the film, coming into her own and exploring her sexuality. This movie has a very high sex drive. And when Joe and I were speaking about it, I kind of related it to looking for Mr. Goodbar in a way. There is a plethora of nudity, a plethora, and most of it by Emma Stone. Now, I've always kind of had a crush on Emma Stone and wondered why she would do this kind of film. Now I understand why. It is a beautifully made film with beautiful sets, a in my opinion, a beautiful story. A lot of people aren't going to think that, but I do. One of the other controversies we have is how people reacted to the film, saying that she was taken advantage of and made to do all this nudity. Well, she actually um, had a rebuttal for that and said that this was all her doing. She wanted to do this. She would not have anyone else play this part. And I'm glad because she fit this part very well. So, one of the other reactions is that this is a sexist or misogynist film. It is not. Um, this is probably the complete opposite. Anyone who says that this is a sexist film and is not a feminist film, I would ask you to define feminism and for you to explain it to me because everything that I've come to know about feminism is related to this film. This is a very feminist take without going too far, like some movies did, like Black Christmas 2019. It's beautifully made. It is both in black and white and in color. And I know I'm being vague about the plot. I want people to go into this movie like I did. Now, granted, there are thousands of people probably who have reviewed this, thousands of people who have probably already spoiled it. If you want to have it spoiled, go check out their videos because I'm not going to do that. I preferred the way I watched it, and I think you might too. Definitely check this one out if it sounds like something you are interested in. I have no one to recommend this to because I think a lot of people aren't going to like it. It's very strange, but it's very beautiful at the same time. Don't forget to check out Joe's controversial view for Poor Things. And remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time, peace.